Hi, everybody. It's Rachel Blue. I am here to give you your April Global Shifts Energy Update. In March, we had a lot going on with the platform work, connecting to the platform, and also clearing out your lineage in this lifetime that has carried over from the last platform in the New Age to this new platform that we are currently connecting to in the new time. And so you are now clearing out your lineage in this current lifetime. And so what we are now going to be focusing on and what they are telling me and have been giving me an enormous amount of information on that we are going to be concentrating on for April are the grids, as far as energy grids, global grids, universal grids, energetic grids, the grids that connect to the platform. They give us a connective outlet and information. That is, a lot of it is how we collect and we receive information from they. It keeps humanity on a whole escalating in our ascension. The grids are constantly recalculating us, and then the energetic grids are constantly recalculating according to how humanity as a whole is constantly evolving and constantly ascending at every second. So these grids are massively intricate, they are complex, and yet they've got an incredible simplicity that almost kind of boggles the mind the more you study them, and they're really fascinating. So we are going through a global grid shift as of yesterday, and so today is the end of March, and as of yesterday, on the 30th, you could really feel, and I'm hearing from a lot of people that they're saying the same thing and expressing it, that they could feel a massive shifting, and it's kind of like bottoming out at like, okay, it's going to be go time really soon for a lot of people. And so the energetic grids that some people can see them through the atmosphere are very geometric. They've got, some people will see colors, ribbons of colors. Some people will see numbers and calculative numbers going through the ribbons of colors. Some people will see them going through the atmosphere. Some people will see them going through the ground and the plane where our plants and trees reside. So there can be a lot of ways that people can see the grids. When I am being called to work on the grids, it's because we're going through a lateral or unilateral shift, and we are going to be going through what they are calling now, this is the key word for April, shuffling. And so you're going to feel an enormous amount of shuffling going through the grid systems this month of April, and you're going to feel how they will connect you more intently to the platform. So we have gone through connecting our core to this platform. We have gone through adjusting ourselves to the vibration and the frequency of this platform. We have gone through detouring. We have gone through now in the current process of clearing out our lineage. And so what do the grid systems mean for you, and how is that going to look like for you on a physical level, emotional level, I get spiritual level as well, and also going through how that's going to help you clear out what you need to clear out so you can move forward on your path. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with number one. How is this going to affect you on a physical level? The grids can affect you on physical level in multiple ways. Depending on how they are going to lie down into the atmosphere, which I can feel that you out there are kind of feeling how they can start integrating with you. They're like very fine lines of light, and they are geometric, and ever how that you're going to be seeing them or feel them, they're going to start going through your systems. There is an immense amount of a dark indigo blue. There is a large thread that's going through them that is gold. And then we've got kind of like an iridescence of emerald in there as well. And so the emerald is going to be going through the heart chakra. The gold is going to be collecting and giving you information that is coming through from they to you. And then the blue and the indigo blue has always been, is in regard to how I've always done the energetic grid work and the colors and what they relate to. The dark blue and the indigo blue go through your core nervous system. And so that is going to make you feel kind of jittery, like you've had 8 or 12 cups of coffee maybe. Again, if you're not a caffeine drinker, it's going to feel kind of unnerving for you, but that's okay. I'm giving you this information so you can be aware that it's going to affect you through the nervous system. It's got a strong frequency that's got a vibration that's going through, again, the core nervous system, not your fascial tissue, the core nervous system. And so how that is going to look like for you, again, on a physical level, is you're going to feel a little anxious. You may kind of get a little bit of trying to catch your breath a little bit every once in a while. That is only because you are moving through and you're allowing the grids to start kind of settling down through into your body. And it's not like you can do much of anything to make that happen quicker or slower. It's just going to take the process of how you're going to do it on your own and what that's going to look like for you. They kind of move at their own scale and their own pace. Again, there's not anything that you're going to be able to do to quicken it, move them out of your way. You're just going to have to go through it. And that's okay, because it's going to give you a level of ascension that you have not quite experienced at this time since previously until this time. It is going to, for some of you, again, it's going to affect the throat chakra. It's going to affect your vision a little bit. It can make you, I can feel you now. So you're going to be getting kind of like in the back of the head where the pineal and pituitary gland kind of gather the information through the back of the head. That is where you're going to feel kind of an electrical charge through it. And so those are going to be the physical aspects. It is going to be very exciting for you on an emotional level. It's going to be very exciting for you. That's what they are saying. It is going to feel exciting because you're getting rid of so much in a short period of time. And it's going to feel like threads are just kind of pulling out, and they're kind of relieving you of all kinds of things, stress, and things that you've been thinking about for a very long time that you're going through, and you're trying to move through, and you're trying to get through like the end of the final tail of your cycle. And so emotionally, it's going to be very exciting for you. Spiritually, it's going to evolve you. So, whoo, you're getting it. It's coming through right now. You can feel it going through the back part of your kidneys and going through the ribs. The grid systems are starting to go through your ribs right now. So just go ahead and accept that as getting it to move through your fields. And so spiritually, it's going to give you new vision. Spiritually, it's going to give you a level that you've been going through to achieve. And it's going to get there. So the calculations that are coming through with this grid, the grid systems, the gold is a conduit. Gold, silver, and platinum, they're all, as we know, as commodities, are conduits. They're good energy conduits. It's no different in the grid systems. The gold is going to be an extremely useful conduit for you to gather and collect information from they and from your guides and from your spirit team to get you to go up a level and to get you to move forward on your path. And so that's what's going to go on with it spiritually. This is going to be quick moving, is what they are saying. Just collect it. Just keep collecting it. You're kind of resisting it, but keep going as you're sitting there. You're going to feel the grid systems go through your home. 4, 2, 1. You're going to feel the grid system start to go through your home. You're going to feel it go through your kidneys. You're going to feel it going through the latter part of your jaw. You're going to feel it going through the back part of your head where your pineal and pituitary gland are going to connect. You're going to feel that in 2, 1. You're going to feel it coming out through your third eye, which is going to give you a new visual and new vision for you spiritually. Again, you're going to feel, I can feel you now, starting to kind of get palpitations a little bit, starting to kind of breathe a little bit more. We've been going through this process of this really deep thrust and powerful bowel thrust that we've been going through, a deep bowel through the earth of a thrust. And now it's kind of going in and going to add, the grids can add a continual electronic vibration that kind of fills your electrical systems. So that's including your heart, your nervous systems, the brain, how the brain functions. So know that the electrical systems that you have within your core, within your body, within your brain, within your chest, your heart, all of it, all the nerves and everything are just going through getting used to this new grid system. And it's going to click in about 4, 3, 2, 1, and you're going to start feeling it integrating. It's going to go through all the month of April, quickly in the first 2 weeks of April, and then it's going to start leveling out in the next 2 weeks of April. Okay, you guys? So you are now going through the shuffling of the grid systems. They are shuffling, going through again depending on where you are geographically. When we go through a grid shuffle like this, and these are grid complexes. These aren't just grids. They are complexes, and they look like complexes, like cubes, and then they're all built into a complex of grids. And so it's kind of multiplied on an infinite scale when we talk about grid systems and how they can go into grid plexes and grid complexes. And then how they scale out and how they can look universally and how they can look to our naked eye. And so that can be varied. You're going to go through this very quickly. Again, the first 2 months, for 2 weeks of April. The first half of the month is going to go very quickly. The second month and a half of the month is going to go kind of drag a little bit for you, but it's still going to go through fairly quickly, but it's not going to be as quickly as the first 2 weeks. Okay, you guys? So you're going to be experiencing, and if you haven't already, on your spiritual path, you're going to go through grid shuffling, grid plex shuffling. You're going to maybe see some of them. You're going to experience them going through your body and through your nervous system, and that's going to be okay for you. It is going to upset geographically the weather patterns. Don't get overwhelmed by that. Don't get carried away by that. It has, it's kind of like a ripple effect when the grids start to shuffle. You can imagine a wake in a water. So in the ocean or in a lake, it's going to collect and connect and create energetic waves. And so when we get shuffling, as you can imagine, it's gonna create waves. So you're going to be going through, and currently right now, you're going through the grid shuffling. And so that's what that's going to look like. Yes, I can feel the questions. So yes, clearing out lineage is still going to be taking place. What this is going to do is it's going to go through the nervous system, so you're not going to be able to hold on to it for much longer, if that makes sense. So going through the nervous system when you're clearing, it can take a little while longer sometimes because the nervous system is holding on to the memory, it's holding on to the people, it's holding on to the emotion, it's holding on to whatever it is that you're attaching to what you're clearing. And so when the grid systems shuffle and they change and they go up in energy, they go up in vibration, they go up in frequency, they go up with numerical encodings, everything, you're going to clear a lot quicker. And so that is going to settle and adjust to us very nicely. And so that's going to happen again the first couple weeks of April. And I got a feeling I'm probably going to give you another update in April. And so please keep the feedback coming. I can't wait to hear what's going on with this grid shuffling in your areas and what you guys are experiencing. I love to get feedback and answer questions if I can. So I'm going to take off now and leave you to your shuffling, and love you guys until the next update. Keep on clearing. Bye.